The modal verb would is very common and it has lots of different uses. In this video, I'm going to introduce this verb and I'll show you how it's used with the verb like. We've learned in previous videos that in English, we like to combine two words and make them one word. When we combine two words, we use an apostrophe. In this case, we like to combine the subject with the verb would. It's faster, and it's really easy. You just add apostrophe D to the end of the subject. Let's take a look. I would. I'd. You would. You'd. We would. We'd. You see, it's really easy. In a previous video, we looked at the verb want. I've provided a link to that video in the description. Instead of want, we often say would like. Want, would like. They're the same, but want is a little bit more direct. Using would like is very common when ordering in a restaurant or a cafe. It's polite to use would like. Hi there, what can I get you today? Hi, I'd like a small latte, and he'd like a milkshake. What would you like to drink this evening? Just water for me, thank you. I'd like a Pepsi. And what would you like to order? We'd like to try the meatloaf. Now the word order is usually a little different in questions. Many times the verb comes before the subject. In this case, would comes before the subject. So we don't combine the subject with would in questions. Using would like is also polite when shopping. In high school, the most important social event is prom. Girls who go to prom need a prom dress. Hi, can I help you? Yes, please. My daughter's prom is next weekend, and she'd like to try on some prom dresses. What can I do for you today? Hi, we'd like to look at some of your used cars. Would like is used with infinitive verbs to express things you want to do. But it's a little bit more polite. I ran into Chris and Megan today. They'd like to have us over for dinner next weekend. Isn't that nice? Would you like to go? Yes, I'd like that very much. What would you like to do today? Well, I'd like to go down to the farmer's market and get some fresh vegetables for the salad I'm gonna make tonight. That sounds good. Maybe we can stop by the hardware store afterwards. I'd like to look at some paint colors for the bedroom. I'd like to start painting next week. Now the negative of would is would not. But we don't usually say would not. We like to combine would and not. We don't combine the subject and would. We combine would and not. We say wouldn't. It's faster. I wouldn't. You wouldn't. We wouldn't. They wouldn't. He, she, it wouldn't. Another polite way to say want is wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind going to the farmer's market today. I'd like to get some fresh vegetables for that salad. I wouldn't mind going to the hardware store today. I'd like to look at some paint colors for the bedroom. Would like is followed by an infinitive verb. An infinitive verb is a base verb with the word to in front of it. Wouldn't mind is followed by a gerund. A gerund is a base verb that ends in ing. Finally, we use would like to make predictions. We should go see that new Marvel movie. I can't remember the name of it, but I think you'd like it. You're making a prediction. You're saying if we see that movie, I predict you're going to like it. I think you'd like it. Or, I just saw the new Marvel movie. I can't remember the name of it, but it was so boring. You wouldn't like it. You're making a prediction. You're saying, if you see that movie, I predict you're not gonna like it. You wouldn't like it. In the next video, we're gonna look at more uses of the modal verb would.